The emergency session of the Galactic Council convened at 0300 station time. 300 species represented, all watching the holographic display of two dying star systems, casualties of a war that had raged for 7 solar cycles. The hegemony and the collective refuse all terms, reported Ambassador Keltar, her tentacles writhing with frustration. They'd rather burn their worlds than bend. Sanctions failed. Blockades failed. Even our peacekeeping armada couldn't send the human. The chamber fell silent. Council leader Vortha's crystalline form flickered, a sign of deep distress. You want to deploy one human? Keltar's voice carried the universal tone of disbelief. Not deploy. Request. Thessaly Okafor arrived via commercial transport, wearing a simple gray suit and carrying nothing but a briefcase. The warring fleets, each numbering in the thousands, parted before her tiny shuttle like mountains bowing to wind. The hegemony's war-scarred flagship received her first. Fleet Commander Zephys, his exoskeleton bearing the scars of countless battles, towered over the small human. You think you can succeed where the entire council failed? Sarah set her briefcase on the war table, among tactical displays showing planet killers and siege formations. May I? Without waiting, she opened it and withdrew a single data pad. Commander, how long has your species been spacefaring? 12,000 cycles. We conquered 40 systems before. Impressive. Sarah's fingers danced across the pad. Humanity went from first flight to nuclear weapons in 46 years. First nuclear weapon to fusion bombs in 9 years. We cracked genetics in a century and artificial intelligence in 2. The pad projected a hologram. Earth's timeline compressed, wars flashing like strobe lights across continents. We weaponized everything. Diseases, weather, information, even empty space. Her voice remained conversational, as if discussing gardening. We fought with rocks, then bronze, then steel, then atoms. We built weapons that could crack planets, and decided they weren't efficient enough. Zephys leaned forward despite himself. Then we got creative. Psychological warfare, economic warfare, cultural warfare. We learned to win wars without firing a shot, to defeat enemies by making them defeat themselves. Sarah closed the pad. The images vanished. But you know what we discovered, Commander? War is just negotiation through other means. And humans. She smiled, the expression somehow more unsettling than any threat. We're very good at negotiation. The collective's hive mind spoke through 1,000 voices aboard their bioship. The human comes to us with tales of violence. We are unimpressed. Our unity makes us strong. Thessaly placed the same data pad on their living conference surface. Unity is beautiful. Humanity tried that too. New images flickered. Ant colonies, beehives, termite cities. We studied every form of collective organization on our world. Then we learned to break them. Every hive has a queen. Every network has nodes. Every collective. She paused, watching the 1,000 eyes focus on her. As individuals pretending not to be. The voices faltered for just a moment. A microsecond of discord in perfect harmony. We learned to turn unity into division with single words, simple ideas, tiny doubts. Thessaly's voice dropped to a whisper that somehow carried to every listener. Would you like to know what words I'd use on you? The 1,000 voices spoke as one. You would not dare. I wouldn't need to. You're already thinking them. 18 hours later, both fleets withdrew to neutral space. The peace treaty was signed aboard the council station, with terms so favorable to both sides that historians would debate for centuries how it was possible. As Thessaly prepared to leave, Ambassador Keltar approached her. The stories you told them, were they true? Thessaly paused at the airlock. Ambassador, I showed them the highlights of human kindergarten history lessons. She stepped on her transport. The classified stuff would have given them nightmares. The airlock sealed. The transport departed. And in the silence of space, 2 formerly warring civilizations began to wonder what else humans hadn't mentioned about themselves. Peace, it turned out, was much more comfortable than curiosity.